Hi folks, well you just saw a video perhaps of the 5500 watt generator that I showed you that we've had about a year or so and got through a 3-day power outage with that. But I want to show you this one. This was a totally unexpected purchase, unexpected great deal on it, so it was too good to turn down, especially after what we went through with losing power and not being able to really power everything in the house. If we'd have been an extended period of time, as I said in the other video, we didn't have water because the well pump is on a 220 line. It's a 220 volt pump, so I couldn't access it with the lighter generator. Couldn't have hot water because of the electric hot water heater for showers and things like that. I'm not talking about cooking. We could do that on the stove, or on the wood stove. That wasn't the issue, or the microwave. But for any lengthy amount of hot water, we couldn't do that either because of the 220 30 amp hot water heater we have, electric hot water heater. So when we saw this, it was a great deal. It was almost half off, brand new, at our local ag center, Pulsar brand. Never heard of them before, but this is a 12,000 watt generator. It is also dual fuel, that you can run gas or propane. It has an 8-gallon tank, gas tank. My other one that I showed you had a 4, so this is twice as big, of course, and I don't think it'll last quite twice as long because the motor's bigger to generate more electricity. I also got the connecting hoses with it for the propane, and also a couple other little things were in the kit that they sent along as part of this. They have an oil fill funnel and a small hose to make it easier. They also sent 2 wrenches along, one a spark plug wrench if you need to change the spark plug, and also an oil plug wrench. Right down in there, that silver bolt on the bottom is the oil plug. You can see the oil dipstick right there, so it's easy access. They also have this feature, I don't know how it works, but we'll may try it someday, this switch and go feature here, where apparently when it's running you don't need to turn it off to switch from one kind of fuel to the other. You just flip this switch here. You can do that so that you don't lose power if you have to change your fuel source. So we'll see how well that works. It's nothing that I looked for when I was buying this. I was looking for more the greater size and the power that it had. On here, as you can see, it has 4 plugs rather than 2, which is great. 110 outlets or 120 outlets, so you could run 4 extension cords off of there. It has a 30 amp 220 volt and a 50 amp 220 volt plug. And this is especially what I'm interested in, because what I'd like to be able to do is get a 50 amp cord and manage to put a bypass switch on my panel box, and perhaps then I could just power both, the hot water heater and the well pump, and who knows what else, maybe even the washer if need be. I don't know how many total watts all that would take, but it's more than double the size of what I had. So I'm thinking we could be even more comfortable in power outages or downtimes with this one than the other. It's still going to take a little more work to get all that put together, but it's a very simple operation, just like the other one, the other generator I showed you. It's on wheels, has the carry handles here so that you can move it around like a wheelbarrow. A pull start if the battery doesn't work, the electric start isn't working for you. Looks well made, a little bit of plastic on there, but the rest is metal. Battery, you can see the electric motor there, and also that box there, that's the muffler. I guess it's some EPA thingy, who knows. But anyhow, the same kind of deal. You have your switches to start or on. You have These are breakers here. If something kicks out, you just can reset them. It has a meter to show what it's putting out, and it also has a 12-volt connectors here for battery charging if you need to charge 12-volt battery. Same kind of setup here. I'll demonstrate it for you too. Like the other one, has the, let's see, where is that? That's down here. The fuel. It's behind this electric wire here a little bit, but not hard to get at. Let's turn on the fuel. Has your choke here, on, off, and just push to start it. And as you can see, it sounds beefy. I haven't used this much other than to try to start it a couple times, so I don't know. I can't recommend at this point how well it's going to work long term, but it seems to be well made. The place where I bought it doesn't sell junk. They serviced it and had it all set up for me before I purchased it, so I'm guessing it's going to do well for us. They sell all different kinds of portable generators there. Smaller and larger than this, so I'm guessing that they only sell good quality. What I think, I was trying to think what I was going to say. What I think that this will do will make it easier for me should I not want to have to run both generators in a power outage. This might handle most of what I need in the house, even with the hot water heater and the well pump. Because obviously the hot water heater doesn't run all the time, in the sense that once it heats up, it maintains the heat with low levels of electricity. And the well pump doesn't run all the time unless you're like taking a shower or what have you. You know, it's not running all the time. So, and you're not gonna like be taking a shower and running the kitchen stove and running the washer and running the dryer and all that all at once, most probably in that situation. I think a 50 amp feed to what I have in my house is I have a 100 amp sub feed to the side of the house where most of the electricity is used, because where the main panel box is where it had to come in from the line on the road. But most of that stuff, the laundry room, the kitchen, etc., is on the other side of the house. So instead of running all those lines that distance, I figured I'll just get a 100 amp service entrance cable, run it to a smaller panel box, 100 amp panel box, and it's done well for me. So what I would be doing is, at the main panel box, I've got to figure out, and I'm sure I can, I'm sure they have products available, a way to put a switch so that I can either have power come into that 100 amp line from the public utility company or this generator. I just have to be able to switch it back and forth, make sure there's no feedback or anything like that. It has to be done properly, and I will check into doing that. But if I can get that set up that way, I may be able to get by with most of the house just on this generator. If not, I still have the 5500 watt one to rely on as a supplement. Use this for the heavy stuff and use that for all the, you know, the lights and the computers and the, you know, things like that, TVs. since most of the electronics in our home these days don't use anywhere near the amount of electricity as they used to, it's easier to do that. So we'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to using this. I think it will be a good generator. At this point, I can certainly recommend it. If there's a problem, I will give you a video on what the problem was, if there was one. If not, and I end up with a power outage and have everything hooked up, I'll do a video to show you that. This is an emergency purchase, a potential emergency purchase is what I'm saying. We just don't know if we're ever going to, I mean, this might sit in my barn now for the next 5 years and not get used, other than being run every couple months just to keep the fuel fresh and everything working properly. On the other hand, we could have a series of storms that, you know, power gets knocked out several times over the next couple months. We don't know. But this helps me to be prepared out here in the country to make sure that my family's safe, that they're comfortable, and that, you know, even if we had a major snowstorm here in the wintertime, that the roads were so blocked that nobody could get in or out, we'd still be okay, because we'd have food, we'd have water, we'd have heat, we'd have lights. Remember, I have wood stoves to heat the house, so I don't need electric heat, but I could run some electric heat off of this if I needed to. But this would keep us safe. And again, I don't know how long an 8-gallon fill will run with the generator running, but I'm guessing it's going to be at least a 24-hour run. I don't know. It just takes regular gas. There's nothing special about that. And I also have the backup of the propane. Should I run out of gas, I pull out one of my 20-pound propane tanks that I use normally for my barbecue grill. I might get another one or two of those just to have spares, but that way we're prepared for what can happen. This cost, it was, I won't give you the specifics, but it was below $800. Retail, I think, on it was like $15. And the deal we got at this place, because they were offering a special sale on them, was better than what Amazon is selling these for. We did better than what they do have them on Amazon. I looked it up before I bought this one from the Ag Center guy. But their price was even better than what Amazon was selling them for. So just wanted to show you this. If you need something more beefy than the other one that I showed you in the other video, this would be the way to go. It's got some weight to it. To pick it up and lift it, it took two of us to lift it into my car. When I came home, my poor wife barely could help me to get it out of the car. The other one I can manage to pick up by myself. This one I won't be able to. But with the wheels on it and the carry handles, I should be able to wheel it over to where it needs to be at the house and go from there. So I just wanted to show you that. It's another way to make life more comfortable without spending a fortune while living out in the country on a shoestring. Please like and subscribe and follow us as we share our quality of life out here. Thank you for watching.